everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Bob here. Thanks so much for stopping by. So today we're going to be taking a look at a watch that's a pretty versatile everyday wear. The watch is the Burrard by the brand new company York and Front Watch Co. I have both models here, the black and the white version. Now, at first glance, these seem to have a very simple sort of a field/dress watch design, but they've put in some details that really add interest to these watches. So let's get in for a closer look at the Burrard. Now, just a little background on the company. York and Front was founded here in Canada by two watch enthusiasts, Henry and Eric. Eric is out of the west coast of Canada in Vancouver, and Henry actually lives just a few minutes from me, just west of Toronto. I've seen some of Henry's collection in person, and it's a great one. He particularly is into Seiko, both vintage and modern, and you can see as we look at the watch, it's an original design with just a little touch of inspiration from Seiko, especially with the case design. Now, there's some extras that come with the watch when you're buying one. The watch was intentionally designed to be a versatile field-style watch that can be both dressed up or down, and the guys at York and Front include everything to make that happen. The watches will be coming with 3 strap options. First is the black leather, which really dresses up the watch. The second is a more casual, slightly distressed brown leather. And finally, we have a NATO to give the watches a bit more of a sporty feel. Also, as part of the deal, the watch will be shipping out with this watch roll. It's a leather watch roll, so some really great extras to have. As far as the numbers go, the case on these coming at a width of 38 millimeters. I'm getting about a 44 millimeter measurement lug to lug. The lug opening is 20 millimeters, and the thickness is just a touch over 12 millimeters. While we're talking measurements here, one change to the watch is going to be the crown size. They're making the diameter a little bit bigger. I think it's 1.5 millimeters larger, just to make it a little easier to operate. Although I have to say I haven't had a problem with the current one. It is a signed screw-down crown, which helps to facilitate the water resistance of 100 meters. The crystal is a sapphire crystal with an AR treatment. The movement they're using is the Swiss Sellita SW200. The watch, by the way, is a Swiss-made watch. The prototype here has the ghost date when you pull out the crown, but the production models will have the movement modified to remove that. Both dial versions look great, but we'll start with the white one here, and it almost has the look of an enameled dial. Around the perimeter of the dial, we have the minute track along with the small minute markers at every 5-minute increment. The hour markers are applied, and the way that they're finished, and depending on the lighting, they go from a darker color to a really nice shimmer. Very minimalist with the print work with York and Front printed up top, and Swiss made just above the minute track at the 6. And speaking of minute track, I just want to get a look at the black model here. Has a bit of a different look with the white minute track framing the dial. Other than the color change, they are identical watches though. I like the choice of handset, and especially the second hand. It has the arrow and then a longish red pointer beyond that. I like how it's only the thin part of the hand that sweeps over the hour markers and isn't blocked by the thicker part of the second hand. So I'll pop up a Lume Shot, and this is another change coming to the production models. This one has C3 Super Luminova, but they're going to be using BGW9. It's not quite as bright as C3, but I do really like that icy blue look of it. The case is really well finished, and it's the case where they've taken some inspiration from Seiko with the way that they combine the brushed surfaces with the polished beveled edges along the side of the case as well as at the tip of the lugs. The lugs are drilled for easy strap changes, and just look at that side profile. Nice sharp lines from the brushing to the polish work. The case back is etched with the company logo. Alongside of that is some specifications on the watch. So let's get a quick look on wrist here. So first up here is the black version, and it conforms just perfectly to the wrist with the way the lugs turn down. Now these are definitely going to be strap monsters. I didn't really talk about the straps that come with the watch, but they're a good quality leather. They're also quick release. I have a bit of a dressier strap of my own. I wouldn't mind just trying on it for fun here. So let's swap over to that. And here it is on a Croc emboss strap. I think the strap came from Desari. It was an Amazon find, but it just really gives the watch a much dressier look. I'll show you the white one dressed down on a NATO too, but let me show you the white dial on the stock black strap. The white dial version I think is probably my favorite of the two, although I like the white minute track framing the black dialed one. So I just wanted to give you guys a few different looks because I really do think this is such a great everyday watch that's going to work in a lot of different situations. So let's get it on the NATO here, and then we'll talk a little bit on how you can pick one of these up. And lastly, here it is on the NATO, and you guys can see this works so good on so many different strap options. I think even a little pop of color on a NATO might be a fun wear for this one. Now, if you're looking to pick one of these up, they're going to be available for pre-order in August for a price of $590 US. When I have the exact date, I'll update you guys in the description below. So overall, very happy with the watches. Love the subtle details in the design, and if you're looking for a great everyday do-it-all watch, this might be a great option for you guys. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.